Good morning, everyone. Virginia Schmidt here from Divinity School on this fine Wednesday morning before Thanksgiving in Cody, Wyoming, in my little cabin here. I wanted to start off today by sharing with you guys the crystals or the stones that I'm going to be holding during this video. And right now in my life, I'm working through a lot of grounding and coming into grounding energy. My element is earth, and coming into the rooting and the experience of that in this body makeup, in this life that I have very specifically chosen, right? Date and time that I was born, sun sign Capricorn, element earth. So I wanted to share with you guys, I'm just going to be sharing with you and tying in things about stones and crystals in these videos as well, because this is something that I'm doing in my life. So as for grounding, which is something I'm working on right now, which has to do with the root chakra, right? I am holding here hematite. It's really beautiful. There we go. Really sparkly. And I have this ring, which I got in Arizona that called to me, spirit ring. And that is, let's see if it'll focus. That is Onyx, which also happens to be one of my birthstones apparently. And I am also wearing garnet. So I'm going to talk about these three stones today and how they can be something that helps with grounding. But I also, since I've just decided that this video isn't going to be what I thought it was going to be about, it's going to be all about grounding, I also wanted to share with you guys a really obvious thing that came into my life. And my friend Lindy actually told me about it a month ago in a YouTube comment that I didn't read until last night. But when I met with my friend Fred recently, and Fred is the whole reason that I found this crystal shop in Powell, Wyoming called Eternal Ice, owned by a woman named Linda, also known as Woman of Crystals. I'd like to introduce you guys to Linda if you're ever in Powell, Wyoming. Or you can find her online, I mean, if you're wanting crystal resources, because she wrote a really cool book that you can find on Amazon or order from your local bookstore called Crystals and Dragons, A Journey of Discovery. And that book tells you all about the different uses of crystals and stones. So, also, I'm going to call on the power of copper, which is recently something that has come into my life. A friend made me this copper bracelet. And more to come on copper. It's just something I've been called to. I'm not going to talk about it right now. Oh, it is on here. Oh, perfect. It is. Okay. So copper's in the mix. So here we go. Grounding. This is what I wanted to say, what my friend Lindy told me and what Fred told me the other day. One of the best things you can do for grounding, and Fred sensed that grounding is a big thing that I am working on. He is an energy healer himself. And one of the biggest and most obvious things you can do for grounding. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't my friend Lindy. Bless Lindy's soul and all she shared with me. It was my friend Earth Angels on YouTube who told me this. So it was Earth Angels. You were the one. So the best thing you can do for grounding, guys, it's obvious, it's simple. Doesn't necessarily make it easy, especially in winter this time in the Northern Hemisphere. Touch your bare feet to the ground. Touch your bare, and Fred was asking me, what have you been doing for grounding? I talked to him about breath exercises and activating the parasympathetic nervous system and things I've been sharing on this channel. And he's like, well, have you been, touching the ground? I'm like, yeah, I walk outside all the time but with your bare feet. It's like, no. So before I even go into these wonderful stones and crystals, all of which are good for grounding, not sure about copper, we'll do that one last, but onyx and hematite and garnet and actually any black stones, as we're going to read here, and this is red garnet, right? So that's root. And again, the grounding, that's a root chakra thing. But yeah, just go out there and touch your bare feet to the ground. That's one of the most powerful things you can do. And we all have access to that, right? Touching our bare feet to the ground is free. And we don't need anything except the earth in our body. So I want to mention that. Now, so as far as black stones in general go, like our hematite and our onyx here, this is a really cool chart that I got at Linda's crystal shop. Just want to show this to you guys. I'm not sure if you would be able to get a screenshot of it. There's a reflection. So black stones powerfully deflects and shields against unwanted or dark energies, especially for sensitive people. grounds spiritual light energy into root chakra for centeredness amid chaos, neutralizes fears, resentment, neurosis, obsessions, intestinal or spinal energy blocks, toxins, and constipation. Place at feet, knees, or base of spine for groundedness during or after healing. And last night I had this on my root chakra, laying down there on my pubic bone. So hematite specifically, read a little bit about hematite, silver, gray, or metallic, as you can see. High iron and mercury. One of the most grounding of all stones, root chakra. Condenses scatteredness, fuzziness into mental clarity, concentration, memory, practicality. Helps study, bookkeeping, detail work, sound sleep. Confidence, willpower, boldness. Egyptians used hematite to calm hysteria and anxiety. It's yang energy. Helps us adjust to being physical. Spleen, blood cleanse, can deflect. Regroups after jet lag, stress, birth, or anesthesia. So that's hematite. Okay, I'll put that down here. And then I want to tell you guys a little bit about onyx, which I think was right here. Perfect. So onyx balances, grounds, absorbs and flattens emotional intensity. Androgynous. Can't conduct or retain energy / programming very well. Black, root chakra, grounding. So this is black, and then there's different descriptions for, of course, the other colors of onyx generally correspond to that chakra. Like that's something that can also help tell you what a stone energetically, as far as what each of the 7 chakras pertains to, is doing. So, a blue stone is going to be about your throat chakra. More of an indigo stone is going to be about your third eye. A yellow stone is going to be about your solar plexus. An orange stone is going to, like amber, is going to be about your second chakra, your sacral chakra. Red stones, like red garnet or black stones, are going to be about your root chakra. Green stones are going to be about the heart. So let's see what it has to say about garnet. Okay. Only clear is used for healing, it says. Use cut and polished. The brighter the better. Red, first and second centers. Warms, energizes emotional. Okay, so it's first and second centers, that connecting those, which is good. Energizes emotionally and physically. Arthritis, frostbite, paralysis. Grounds, again, used by ancient cultures. Can help with exhaustion, low blood pressure, detoxing and strengthening blood, muscles, kidneys, gallstones. Stems, S-T-I-M-S, life force and sexuality, hormone balance, antibodies, fertility, persistence, stamina, passion, confidence, and stubbornness. Yang, again, yang energy. So avoid if excess anger, impatience, high blood pressure, heat, inflammation, etc. And again, it's that first root chakra, first root center. It says that again. So that's garnet. And my birthday is January 14th, 1990. Just to put it out there. Okay. And then let's see what it has to say about copper, because I wasn't expecting that to be on here. So, but copper was like, hey, bring me in. Excellent energy conductor. Sends and amplifies thoughts and healing, plus gem electrical energy into wearer's energy field. Wow. So that's interesting. It said onyx wasn't a great conductor. So maybe this is helping conduct the onyx energy, and it's on I'm wearing it just sort of intuitively on my left side, my feminine side. Get that grounding, that strength. When it's next to the skin, it can detoxify and soothe arthritis, which you've probably heard before and has been known by ancient cultures, rheumatism, and other inflammatory problems. For the third chakra, stomach, intestines, etc., warms, releases resentment, anger, etc., built up in joints as arthritis, right? Because we know every physical effect has a spiritual cause or energetic cause, whatever you want to call it. Energy precipitates into matter. Exhaustion, copper can help with exhaustion recovery, circulation, and it balances warm sun energy plus cool lunar energy, and it energizes with the sun. Cool. So thank you to my dear friend Kurt Frost, who is an artist in Powell, Wyoming, for making that. He's an amazing artist. So that's it. I was going to talk about something totally different on this video, and instead I, feel moved to share about this. So I hope that you guys could sense a grounding energy coming from this video, coming from these stones that are with us here. And, touch your bare feet to the ground today. That's one of the most grounding things that we can do. And I just look forward to this journey all together. And I want to, what is coming up for you guys? What chakra are you working on? Or what sort of intentional word? What energy, really? What frequency? Grounding. And for me, it's just connecting with that earth element that I am in this body, or that I emanate and that I chose. And that therefore is sort of where my power is rooted, right? Just being what I am. And this grounding into that feels really powerful for me. So I love you guys. I'm sending you blessings, sending you grounding. Remember, you can sigh or make your exhale longer than your inhale at any time to help activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Maybe pray, shake it out. Oh, that was another thing I thought of the other day that horses often do when they have a release. If you've ever seen a horse, shake it out, right? Because again, you have to be relaxed to shake. Like if I'm scared of something, I'm not going to be like over here like, blah, blah, blah. Talk to you guys soon.